I'm Alex Mendoza.
And I am Bernardo.
And we're interviewing Ancil Nance for the Jefferson Legacy Project on April 24th at 1:50 p.m. Thank you for agreeing to be interviewed. First question is, in what ways do you think your early life in Hong Kong and mainland China affected your cultural and social perspective here at Jefferson?
I think I had a broader look at things. I'd already experienced a lot of the world as a toddler growing up in a prison camp in Hong Kong during World War II. At the end of World War II, my mom came home with us 4 kids. My dad stayed in Hong Kong to work. And then we went back to China again in 48 to 49 and 50. Came home in December 49, or maybe it was January 1950. So I didn't have a lot of time in China, but I think that as a 8-year-old and a 9-year-old, I learned a lot about there being different people in the world than what I was used to. My mom said that when we came home, we didn't understand who the Japs were because we'd always call them Japanese. And we heard people refer to Japs, and we had to ask Mom, who are the Japs? Here we'd been in a Japanese prison camp for 4 years. We didn't know that that was the way they were referred to in America, because they were the enemy.
What was your perspective on the term?
My perspective was, well, that's interesting. Why do they call them by that name? Mom just said, well, that was what they call them.
Yeah, tell me about the origin of this school song.
We would sing it with enthusiasm at the games, the basketball games and stuff like that. The Jefferson School of Mine, School of the Dumb and Blind, we used to mock it. The School of the Deaf and Blind. But we were feeling disrespectful. So I don't really know about the origins of it.
At the time, was Jefferson High School generally less or more accepting / diverse than other public places in the community at the time?
Well, probably more. I think our senior class in 1959 had a class of 500 people. There were 50 black people in the class, so 10%. And that may have been true for the other classes during that time. We just grew up together, wrestled, played football, did all the stuff we did together. I think that as a class experience, with only 10% chance of there being a black person in the class, I was lucky to have my sophomore English class with 2 black kids in it. But when you think about how that was just 2 in 4 years, there were not very many black kids at Jeff. We were more caught up in the 50s were a time of a lot of loose racial slurs by kids who weren't trained, references to people's sexuality by kids who weren't trained in tolerance. But it was not predominant. Predominantly, we were all pretty well-mannered bunch of kids.
What was the race situation, or Jeff, when you were working?
Well, we didn't have a lot of fights or anything between blacks and whites. But like I say, there weren't very many black kids here. The fights that we had were usually with Grant or some other school, rather than between blacks and whites in the school. I always have to worry about going over to the Grant district and getting beat up.
What was your defining memory of Jefferson High School?
I think it was winning the state championship. It was going to be the fact that we took state 2 years in a row in football, and I got to be on both teams. It meant a lot to me. I was not a brilliant student. I got A's and B's, but I was not the top. I was able to excel in sports. That sophomore and junior English teachers, we were able to cover material that I remember to this day. Reading Aerosmith, reading Tale of Two Cities, reading Moby Dick. Those are almost as important as winning state championships. And to this day, I read magazines like Harper's and Atlantic because of my English teacher. I think we had one of the best educations. I could write a paper, I knew how to research, I knew how to write. I'd get A's on my written part because I was well prepared for my English classes there at Jeff. I think we had a superior education system. A lot of the teachers had PhDs, doctors, a lot of them wanted to read.
Well, that's all the questions we have. It's been wonderful interviewing you. Thank you.
Thank you for this chance.